Hello dear students. Today let us derive the law of conservation of mass, for fluid mechanics. Let's take up the fundamental laws first. Then we'll take up the law of conservation of mass or the continuity equation. Let us see the fundamental laws of continuum mechanics. Continuum mechanics is based on the following four fundamental mechanical principles, commonly known as conservation laws or balance laws. And they are conservation of mass, conservation of linear momentum, conservation of angular momentum, and conservation of energy. The second and the third one, these two, right, we can have it as one law, like, conservation of momentum, simple momentum. Conservation of momentum can have, two laws there, conservation of linear momentum and conservation of angular momentum. Okay. Now, these conservation laws are, postulated in the form of mathematical equations called field equations, which hold at every point of the continuum and for all time t. For all time t. The field equations are applicable for all physical objects, solids, liquids, gases. That is why the word continuum mechanics. So it holds for any continuum, solid, liquid or gases, irrespective of their internal physical fluid structure. Okay, it holds for any phase, any physical object. However, the physical property of the physical objects are given by additional equations called constitutive equations. The physical properties of those physical objects. Suppose we are dealing with solids, we have some constitutive equations. If we are dealing with liquids and gases, we have some other constitutive equations. So they are additional equations. Okay, so four fundamental principles. They are known as the conservation laws or balance laws. We have conservation of laws, mass, conservation of linear momentum, conservation of angular momentum, conservation of energy. And these are, postulated in the form of mathematical equations, and they are called field equations. And these equations hold for any continuum, okay, at every point of the continuum for all time t. Okay, now let us take up the first law, that is the law of conservation of mass. Let us consider an arbitrary mass, arbitrary small material element. Let us take a small material element which is arbitrary, you can choose any one there, of volume delta V, and let its mass be delta M. This M is not suffix there, it is delta M. Okay, then the density is given by rho, that is equal to limit delta capital V tending to 0, right, delta M by delta V, by the definition of the density, where rho is the density of the material contained in the volume delta V, where rho is the density. Okay, now it is noted that density changes during the motion of the continuum. It is noted that the density changes during the motion of the continuum. The total mass of the material is given by M equal to integral rho into delta V, delta V. And which integral? It is the volume integral. It is the volume integral. Rho delta V. Delta V is the volume. Fine, that volume of that material element. Okay. Now, what is the law of conservation of mass statement? It says that mass remains constant during the motion of a continuum. Mass remains constant during the motion of the continuum. That means what? The material rate of change of m equal to 0. So, d by dt of m equal to 0. Mass remains constant during the motion of the continuum. So, material rate of change of m equal to 0. What is m? We'll substitute. What is m? M is nothing but integral, volume integral, rho into dv equal to 0. Fine. Now, using Reynolds transport formula, okay, this capital D by dt is taken inside, right, as the volume integral remains the same. We have dou rho by dou t plus divergence of rho v. Divergence of rho v. There is no dot there. There is no dot there. This is ordinary multiplication. This is ordinary multiplication. Rho, there is no dot here. V, small v. Okay. And dv equal to 0. dv equal to 0 as it is. That is by Reynolds transport formula. So Reynolds transport formula, where this d by dt has gone inside with dou rho by dou t plus divergence of rho v dv equal to 0. Where that v, capital V, that's not small v there, it is capital V, right, is arbitrary, and this v arrow is the velocity of the continuum. The velocity of the continuum. Okay, since v is arbitrary, because v, capital V is arbitrary, okay, so it happens that equation 1, no, equation 1 holds for all v, since we have chosen a part of the continuum of volume v. That happens for any v, any volume of the continuum. So that integrand is equal to 0. Integrand of equation 1 equal to 0. The integrand is nothing but dou rho by dou t plus divergence rho v equal to 0. That is called as equation 2. Equation 2 represents the law of conservation of mass in what form? Eulerian form or spatial form. The law of conservation, this equation 2 is nothing but the law of conservation of mass in what form? In Eulerian form. And this equation 2 is also called as continuity equation for the continuum. It is also called what equation? Continuity equation. Okay, now in equation 2 we have divergence here. In equation 2 we have divergence there, right? We have divergence. So what we do is we'll use divergence formula. We'll expand using the identity. Okay, we'll expand that. So divergence of phi, any scalar phi f is nothing but using the formula. So we get this. So first dou rho by dou t as it is plus rho outside divergence v plus v dot del rho, that is the identity, that is this part. This is equal to this. I'll just use the eraser there. Yeah. So divergence rho v is nothing but this part here. So rho outside the divergence v plus v dot del rho equal to 0 as it is. Equal to 0 as it is. So now, what about the first? This dou rho by dou t. Okay, and what have I done in the next step? That plus we have written this term, that is v dot gradient rho here as second term, and this rho divergence v is written as the third term, okay, equal to 0. Now in the next step, why are we doing that? Because we know that the first two terms, these two is nothing but this d by dt, capital D by dt, material time rate of change of this rho, plus this the other part, that is rho into divergence V as it is. Rho into divergence V as it is. We'll call it as equation 3. We'll call it as equation 3. This equation 3 is the alternative form of continuity equation. Alternative form of continuity equation in what form? In Eulerian form. In Eulerian form. Okay. Now, for incompressible fluids, now suppose we take that continuum is a fluid. Okay, and that to which fluid? If it is incompressible fluid. If it is incompressible fluid, so that means what? That means rho is constant, density is constant. You should put a comma here. Or incompressible fluids, comma, or that implies rho is constant. So what do you mean by rho is constant? So in the next step, the material d by dt of rho, the material time rate of rho is 0 because rho is constant. Okay, so using this equation 3 becomes what? So using this equation 3. So in equation 3 we have two terms, d rho by dt plus rho into divergence V equal to 0. We have two parts, no? So what do? We have to put d rho by dt equal to 0 in this. So the first part of equation 3 it will become 0. So what is remaining now? So remaining is nothing but rho divergence V equal to 0. So this implies either rho is 0 or divergence V equal to 0. What about rho? Rho, is it 0? Can any fluid can have constant, I mean 0 zero density? Every fluid will have some density, no? So since rho is not equal to 0, so what is that part now? The remaining has to be equal to 0. That is divergence V equal to 0. And call it as equation 4. And this equation 4 is the equation, continuity equation for what fluids? For incompressible fluids. Incompressible fluids. Okay. So that is, we have obtained, the continuity equation in what form? In Eulerian form. Now let us obtain the equation of continuity in Lagrangian form or in the material form. Let us see how to do. So equation of continuity in Lagrangian or material form. Okay. Let us take, rho naught. Let rho naught and rho be the density of the material element. Rho naught in the initial configuration and rho in the current configuration, of course, respectively. And corresponding volumes, let V naught and V be the volume of the material element in the initial. So V naught in the initial and V in the current configuration. The total mass, what is the definition of mass now? So let us take m naught. M naught in the initial configuration is given by, so which integral? Which volume integral? V naught, okay, volume integral, rho naught dV naught. Let us call it as equation 1. Let us call it as equation 1. Okay. Similarly, the total mass m in the current configuration is given by what? Is given by m equal to, okay, which volume integral? It is V, volume integral V, right? Rho dV. Let us call it as equation 2. Let us call it as equation 2. Now, what is the law of conservation of mass statements? It states that mass remains constant during the motion of the continuum. During the motion of the continuum, the mass remains constant. Mass remains constant. That means what? M equal to m naught. We have m equal to m naught. Now we'll substitute 1 and 2 there. What is 1? For m, we are going to substitute 2, and for m naught, we are going to substitute 1. Okay, let us substitute. So m is this, and m naught is this. Okay, let us call it as 3. But dV and dV naught are related by what? We have, dV equal to J into dV naught. What is J? J there? J is the Jacobian of the transformation of the motion, right? So what is dV? So in equation 3, we have dV here. We have dV here. So in the place of dV, we are going to put J dV naught. Once we put this dV, once we put, dV naught, the integral V naught will become dV naught. So using this, equation 3 will become what? Let us see. See, we are just putting dV equal to J dV naught, no, for the LHS. So see, J dV naught. Once we put V naught, the integral also runs over V naught equal to RHS is same. Now we have V naught, we have V naught, okay, same volume over volume V naught. So I can take these two at one side of the equation, right? And we can take the common, right? As one integrand I can take like this equal to 0. Correct? Why minus sign here? Because this is RHS has gone to LHS. So rho naught dV naught, same integral dV naught equal to 0. What is common here? We'll take common. dV naught is common. And what is the, remaining? Remaining is nothing but rho J minus rho naught dV naught over the volume V naught equal to 0. Since V naught is arbitrary, what do we have? So this integral should be equal to 0 for all V naughts, right? Since V naught is arbitrary, only that is possible only when the integrand, what is the integrand here? The integrand is rho J. The integrand is this rho J minus rho naught equal to 0. That implies rho naught equal to rho into J. Rho naught equal to rho into J. Call it as equation 4. And this is the continuity equation in Lagrangian form or material form. Okay. So from equation 4, once we can find, the density of the material in the current form, in the density of the material in the initial configuration is given. When rho naught is known, we can find rho. When rho is known, we can find rho naught using equation 4. Okay, so we shall stop here and we shall take the problems on this, the law of conservation of mass, the next class. Thank you.